Boruto returns 2025. Allegedly. I just want to put that in allegedly. Put that in quotation marks. Now, this is came from X. I don't know how credible this source is right here, but I'm going to see what they have to say. All right. So it says Boruto 2 Blue Vortex anime has been announced for 2025. And this new Boruto anime will reportedly be seasonal, so we'll have zero fillers and will also be a collaborative between Period Studio and Mappa. I don't know because I also was doing a little bit of research, doing my Googles, and I saw this. It says leaks circulating online has revealed once that highly anticipated return of the Boruto anime has been delayed significantly. Previously rumored to be on a brief hiatus, fans now face the prospect of waiting several more years before the series resumes. According to the leaks, the Boruto anime is unlikely to make its comeback before 2027 or 2028. According to the leaks, if Studio Period decides against the delay, a potential return for Boruto may come at the cost of lower animation quality. Moreover, the decision to delay Boruto's anime return comes on the heels of an interview with Studio Period's managing director, Kario Otsumi, shedding light on the studio's future plans. The animation studio tends to prioritize high-quality anime which can compete globally, suggesting a shift to seasonals rather than long-running formats. This revelation has sparked mixed reactions among the fan base. So I'm not sure how accurate this is. People say it's coming out next year, but I'm also seeing that it's Studio Period says if it does come out within a year, then it's going to have low quality animation. So I don't know what's better, getting the anime real quick or waiting and getting some high quality anime. But I don't know. What's your guys' opinion?
Yeah, me personally, I don't fully believe it yet. I don't know. I might be a pessimist or something like that, but I'm not gonna believe anything until I see some like actual official word on it. I mean, we this right here kind of goes on with Dragon Ball Super as well, and I understand. Shout out my guy Geekdom. He did have some decent intel. I'm not necessarily saying that he was wrong or intentionally misleading, but like things change. Like even if hypothetically we did get it like some intel a month ago that did say that the series is going to restart in 2027 or 2028, like it's not out of the question that something changes and it comes back in 2025. And just like this recent report, this could be like a legitimate rumor, but like in like a couple of months, it changes again and it gets pushed back. We see this with Dragon Ball Super. We see this with other animes as well. It's like me personally, I think this right here is definitely a decent topic, or a decent discussion. Like, would you prefer the anime to come back in 2025 if it did mean that we were to get seasonal and the animation may not actually be like up to par, or would you prefer to wait until 2027? I think that's a decent discussion. But in regards to like actually taking these things like credible, I personally wouldn't do it until I start see some like actual tweets from a lot more credible people. Don't want to necessarily say the people who did actually tweet out weren't fully credible, but like hypothetically, if there was one source that I really trust that tweeted out, I'd wait for 2 or 3 more people to actually tweet it out. And me personally, I don't fully know this source. Like,
Man, them
so
Joe
even
Schmoes
sources
ain't
that I trust,
credible.
I wouldn't believe it. Mm-hmm.
Them Joe Schmoes ain't credible.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
I
They
had to do
could
my
be.
Googles and I don't see nothing about Boruto coming back, bro. All I see is
Uh,
X posts. That's all.
I don't know. Stuff like this, my personal opinion, like I don't necessarily think it's gonna be like too much from like official stuff. Like I don't necessarily think that the Boruto account is gonna tweet out when the Boruto anime is coming back at first. Like I think the first time that we're gonna get to hear it, we're probably gonna get to hear it from like other people on Twitter. We're probably gonna get to hear it from leakers. But like until I get to see multiple different reports from multiple people that I do trust, I'm probably not gonna believe it.
Hey, NC Hammer said we was getting the time skip last year, and look what happened. It happened. It wasn't like a studio that announced it or anything like that. It was a YouTuber. So people
Yeah.
might have their insights. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I also do want to caution people. Like hypothetically, if this guy, I forgot his name. I think it was Dyson or something like that. But hypothetically, he legitimately did get word from someone with actual connections to Boruto that the anime was going to restart in 2025. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 or 3 months they just push it back another 2 or 3 years. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it for higher quality animation. Like, I'm not really a die hard. Shoot, I hardly watch TV, so my opinion is subjective. Like, I rarely just sit there and watch a television show or anything like that. I'm like mostly a YouTuber. Like I sit there and watch YouTube videos all day, so it doesn't bother me too much. And to get higher
Mm.
quality anime, like for instance, Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, I don't mind waiting for it to come back. Or like Attack on Titan, I didn't mind them splitting it up. Like it was a headache at the time, but if you go back and watch it cinematically and watch it like episode for episode, you appreciate the time that they took in like developing the anime. You know, like everything is beautiful. Like you can watch it episode for episode and really can't find any flaws in it. So they can do Boruto the same way, and people can come back and like it's not really too much fillerish. Like if they do add filler, they just add filler here and there, and it's mostly just manga based content. Then I think it can go far, especially if the animation is up to par and it's top notch. But it's going to look weird if you ever watch Boruto canonically, not canonically, I'm sorry, from beginning to end, like in the future, you're going to see like shitty ass anime. Well, not shitty anime. I don't want to harp on the animation, but like inconsistent animation for Boruto Part 1 and then Boruto Part 2. You got this freaking amazing anime. So I don't know. Animation,
I
I should
see what
say, not anime.
No, I see what you mean. I personally wouldn't totally mind that, but well, specifically with that, like I think that's kind of similar with Naruto as well. But with Naruto, it's like the regular progression of animation. Like, and I
Yeah.
remember like at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of Naruto, the aspect ratio was like 9:6 or something like that, and then it changed to
Mm-hmm.
16:11. So like, yeah, it's gonna
You
look
can see that
better
with
over.
One Piece as well. Like
Yeah.
I'm watching the earlier One Piece episodes, and they look kind of like. I mean, the newer One Piece episodes because I skipped one because I wanted to watch this fight when Luffy
Mm,
turned Gear 5. I wanted to watch that, so I skipped all the way to that. But I've been I'm thinking I'm on like episode 300 or something like that now. But like the
mm.
animation, like over time, progressively gets better because of time. Like the anime. Well, how long has the anime been out, Mello?
I have no
One
clue.
Piece, they're probably like
One Piece.
decades,
Yeah, I would
right?
say maybe 20
Around the
years.
same time, around the same amount of time as Dragon Ball, right? Or a little bit
No,
less.
Dragon Ball came first. I would
I know
say,
it came first, but
I don't know
Probably
then.
around the
I don't
same
know.
time period,
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
at least 10-year time span. But
Probably
anyways, like
Google it or something.
progressively, you see it like it gets better. Like 300 is like the animation for 300 is way better than it was on episode 1.
Yeah, and me personally, like I don't. I mean, I'd prefer the anime to come back in 2025, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but and I
Get that
understand
channel jumping so you can do anime reviews.
it's not even that. Like that ain't no guarantee I start uploading when that come out
I know
either.
I
But
was
like
messing with you, brother.
the thing is, I'm not completely sure that they need 2 full years to make the anime like the best product that it could possibly be. Like I feel like a lot of that 2 years until 2027 would just be like time spent lollygagging or possibly working on other series or stuff like that. I don't know, but again, I feel like it would be the smartest idea to possibly wait if they were to actually use that time like smartly, like, and they don't necessarily have that time stuff that they had back in the past. Like with the other stuff in part one, they had multiple different studios working on it. So like you could tell Studio Parrot, like, yo, you don't have to work this month. Just worry about this one date in like two, and I won't say 2 months, this one date next month, have that episode prepared. And like I don't know, and they couldn't necessarily perfect that. So with this, my question is all the episodes going to be already complete by the time it comes back? If that's the case, I'd understand it. But if they don't necessarily do that, I wouldn't necessarily understand. I think they could that they could just do everything correctly. But if they do wait, I would say this, like, it'll only feel bad for like the years that we have to wait. I think if it happens to actually do come out in like 2027 and we do get like a lot better production and a lot better animation, I feel like no one's really going to care about the time of 2024, 2025, 2026, and half of 2027 or whatever it is. No one's really going to care. So I feel like it'll be worth it, but like I just don't necessarily know if they're going to use that time correctly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Shoot, like I said, bro, I'm all for better animation. I'm willing to wait. I think that the manga is doing a great job of keeping up the hype of Boruto, like not letting it die down. So whenever the anime do chooses to come out, I think it's going to be it's going to be a big hype around it. It's going to be like everybody's going to be waiting on it, and it's going to
Yeah,
blow it out of the water. So like the more people, a lot of times waiting is good though. Like it build anticipation, and then sometimes it's better for the series for to build that anticipation. So when it drops, hopefully they meet everybody's expectations or exceeds it. So if they can take their time and possibly exceed everybody's expectations, that's a plus for the anime, and it's a plus for the community as well. All Boruto fans. So it's a win-win. You got to do a little waiting. Hopefully you don't die before it come out, but
Facts. Facts. Heavy on that.